So bad.
Happening, how are you?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. You just forget to change time.
Yeah, no, still had it as I think it was Friday actually. It was on the wrong time in the calendar. I was wondering because I looked at the calendar this morning, there's like a little gap, 11 to 12, and I was like, why would I have put
Am I
an
meant to
hour?
be somewhere?
Why would I? Yeah, I was like, yeah. Why would I
I've
do that?
literally just set the camera up to start. I was like, oh, he's obviously forgot he's on a sales call or something. I was like, let me just start like capturing a video or something. But yeah, it's all good.
Apologies about that, man. I got to swap back anyway. So
It's all right, man.
fine.
Mate, I seen that you've started to put out the content. I like both the videos. The second one, the call to action, and that's funny as fuck.
Which one was it?
It's like drop me a follow, you prick.
Oh, no, I'm going to be doing that in a lot of them. To be honest, yeah. I think that might be my new thing. But it's good to see as well, like, as obviously because of the lack of reels with calls to action, since I kind of like since the virality back long ago, it was nice to see, like, and I'm not talking loads, but it was nice to even just say, followed you from this reel, he followed you from this reel, he followed you from just like, right. I know how to fucking do this.
Yeah, I noticed that your followers had dropped below like 70k,
Yeah,
and then I feel like when I used to, I think we had it at like 57,000 at one point, and then when it dropped
yeah.
like 56 and 55, I was like, oh fuck, I need to start putting up better content. So
Oh, mate, mine was at 79.6.
yeah,
Before we would have been working together. I remember, like, I was like, look, I'm fucking get fucking up to 80,000 followers, and then
yeah,
it could just start going down. I got myself into that little rust, stop kind of posting that content, and then it was just the inconsistencies, and then it was just like going down, and then it wasn't going down fast, but like steady over time. Then
yeah.
I was like, and then I was just, even though it's mad, I wasn't like, I'm probably insane. I probably was at the time, and I learned from that. But as much as it like didn't have a positive impact to me, I was obviously still attached to the numbers though as well,
Yeah, of
because
course.
when they were going down, it was like, it was mad depressing. You're looking at it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, not fucking depressed sitting in bed all day.
Yeah, it's
Then goes,
you'd rather go the other way. So the people that are coming in, are we straight outbound messaging these, or we send them the welcome message, starting up a
yeah,
conversation?
yeah, 100%. I'm
Cool.
now. I probably yesterday the ones that followed, and I don't know your opinion on this, but like, I wasn't being assertive in the conversations in terms of trying to get the call booked and go straight through the script, if that makes sense. Now I will be following up with them because they were like good interactions, I would say, but I sent not the message that's like fat loss or muscle building. I sent one saying, are you looking for any specific advice, or are you just here for the content? And then they're like, oh, just here for the content, blah blah blah. And I'd like try to continue the conversation, but I wasn't going like, what's your goal at the moment, blah blah blah. So I might tweak the messaging for the new followers coming in, just so it can lead into the script. But at the same time, I think I was like, maybe it was because I was trying to just like tick the box of getting it done. I don't know, but in a one way, part of me was like, right, well, I'll just keep the conversation like a bit more genuine now, and then follow up with them, if that makes sense.
Listen,
Say, hey, so I have to,
listen to me on this one.
yeah,
Stick to the fucking script.
get the fucking calls booked. Yeah,
Get the calls booked. All right, because unfortunately, if you're going to keep smashing out this content, you are going to start getting 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 followers per day. We don't have time to be friends with everyone. We don't have time to be best pals and find out about them and beat around the bush. You want to systemize this in terms of like, this is just what happens. So when you hire somebody and you bring somebody in, it's like, just follow this fucking SOP.
yeah.
So
That's it. And like, I remember thinking of it last night as well. I was like, wait, why am I like continuing on the script there? Because at the end of the day, that's what's gonna bring in the fucking cash. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and the upside and downside of somebody, even if somebody was like, oh, what's this fella just fucking talking about this already? Only followed him 2 seconds. It's like, yeah, well, I
Doesn't
don't
matter.
want to work with that anyways. Like, and
Yeah.
that's grand.
Doesn't
If you
matter.
follow me and you're interested, you like what you see, you want to work with me, happy days.
Yeah.
Call.
The way I look at it is like, we're not trying to be like everyone's friend. We're trying to run a business, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? So that's just the mechanism that brings them in. So, I mean, if we're running paid media and they're obviously cold as fuck, like anywhere from 0.5% to 1%, like what we would be happy with a conversion with. So, yours being a lot warmer than that, it should be a little bit higher. Do you know what I mean? But let's just say like you have 100 conversations and you convert one person. You don't have time to beat around the bush, everyone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And
100%.
listen, at the end of the day, if somebody's not interested, just end on a very high authoritative position of no problem at all. Here's some fucking free shit. Best of luck.
Yeah, exactly. And then they'll be like, oh, these actually are, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So, and then even at that, if they were in any way, like, wary about why the fuck's this fella saying this, saying that, if you, as you said, if you end in that authoritative position,
Yeah.
if they do a couple of weeks down the line or even a couple of months down the line, they think, I might want to get into this coaching thing.
Yeah.
Think of me first. Do you know what I mean? Especially if they use what's given or they look at it and actually see, this is somewhat fucking valuable.
Well, that's what we would do. So we would have like 6 follow-ups. 1 or 2 was like the basic. Then we go a little bit more in depth. Then we try and blah, blah, blah. And then that last one was like, clearly you're busy. It's not important right now. Like, no hard feelings. I'm not going to follow up anymore. But like, here's a Google Drive with like an abundance of free resources. And it'll be like 10 meal plans, 5 training, like just a ridiculous amount of free shit. So they're like, holy fuck, I've ignored this guy 7 times and he's still sending me free stuff. So ironically, a lot of them would like reply to that one. But what we would do is we'd then go into Trello, add the person's name, and then like Mike or a VA that I would have would jump in at like say the 30-day mark or the 2-month mark and go, hey Martin, did you get a chance to look through those resources? Was anything useful there for you? It's just an easy way to start the conversation again, because half the time it's like, it's not that they're never going to be interested, they're just not interested right now. Sometimes it's timing.
A lot of people, I think, in their position, like general fucking jokes out, normal person, like some people would just rather avoid the conversation altogether rather than just be like, I have no interest in coaching right now, bro. Some people obviously will say that, but most people would just rather fuck that, I'm not replying at the moment. Even if like they're not trying to be fucking whatever.
You're just gonna get people at different stages of their journey, but the people that are warm right now, we just want them as soon as possible, because like the people that want to do this in 3 months, 6 months, like we'll convert them at a later point. You can have a retargeting ad that hits them. You can have them on an email list. There's 100 ways that we can hit those people, but we want cash in the bank now so we can do this as quick as fucking possible. So yeah, just think about those first instance people, and we'll hit those other people as time comes on.
Yeah, I have 2 calls booked for this week. I've one for next week as well. Who's a good kind of mate, but I'll definitely jump on. I'd say kind of full as well, because he's not a mate, but he's like a referral of a mutual friend that I already have as a client, and he said he's getting on good. So I assume that's why he texted me, to be honest. But I had one no-show as well yesterday. But
cool.
Yeah, I think the outbound messaging, like, they'll probably find that a lot. I have it structured in, we kind of have good amounts of time blocked off for it, and I think I'll probably find that a lot, in some ways, a lot easier than in the past getting it done, because I know it just needs to be fucking done. But with the content coming out, people interacting a lot more, and then even just story views, that message you sent me, like, it's grand. I can pop into my story views and boom, 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 ping that out to 50 people who have never spoken before. That I'm sure have yummy stories, so start the conversations from there.
Yeah. Have you got board set up? Did you get that set up?
Yeah, fully set up. I remember that took me fucking ages of stuff, but it's dead handy. It is dead handy. Now I tweaked like slightly some of the wording and stuff, but all the structures are the same. And I have it all sectioned off: new followers, follow-ups, fucking DM scripts, lead marketing follow-ups, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I just took it more or less directly off that Google Doc at the start, and that board app was fucking handy.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. It's funny because like my outbound message to new followers, because people don't trust mentors, I'm like, let me just shoot them an offer instantly. But it's like so obviously just copy and pasted. But like it would be a fucking chore if I didn't have boards, because I'd have to like add the photo from the photo library and add this from the notes, and boards is just it's a game changer. Sweet though, nice. So we've got leads coming in. We're having conversations. We're taking through people through the script. We just need to be more direct with it. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. Particularly like this week onwards as well, because I think like first week of January, people still kind of aren't ready until the first Monday of January, even though that makes no sense. But do you know where I'm coming from with that?
Yeah.
As in, like, post Christmas, post New Year's, are still kind of putting themselves together for the first week of January. Then it's 6 then to go straight to the first Monday of January. So people in general,
how long
a little bit.
How long have you been self-employed for? How long have you not been in like a quote unquote regular job for?
This time last year, December-ish.
Well, if you can remember, for normal people, like January is like the longest time out the whole year before they get paid, because I think most people get paid early in December, so then get Christmas out of the way and pay and stuff. So they have like over 32, 35 days of like no cash in their bank. So
I have some clients as well that said, "Can I pay the end of January?" And I said, "Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll set up the subscription already."
If I was you, I would have an offer come out at the end of January just after payday.
Yeah, probably like 25th, 6th.
You'd have to have a look at what let's have a look.
Would be 30th of January, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's just at the back end. So if I was you, if I'm looking at the calendar, maybe something like the 3rd of February, or actually, if you want to do it on a Sunday, is a good time. The 2nd of February would be a good day to put out that a blunt post.
Yeah.
Because there's two things that align with that. It's like, one, it's 30 days of people not seeing results after telling them that they're going to give it a shot and they haven't. So it's a hard reality check. And the second thing is like, it's just after payday. So if you're booking calls, I know when I used to fucking take 10 calls a day, I would take more people at the start of the month and the end of the month than the middle every time. My closing percentage at the front and end was way higher than the middle.
Yeah, it's mad because I never really thought of that as well. But I think you mentioned that before. I think you said do you have a lot of your kind of current subscriptions that come through towards the back end? And I was like, yeah,
payday.
So why is that? And you're like,
yeah. It's weird when you're self-employed because every day is payday. Do you know what I mean? I get a Stripe notification every day of more money coming to the bank, and I'm like, it feels weird that I would have to wait for ages to get it, but.
To get the one paycheck.
Yeah, you got to just be in the mind of the person. So I'll come out at the back end of Jan with an offer, and it doesn't need to be crazy. In fact, let's have a look at the one that because obviously you ran
around that January intake. Now that was half-arsed as well. Do you know what I mean? At the time, because I put that in December and I was feeding it for the first while of having it up, but then went quiet then after that. So. There's going to be a lot more content in between now and then. It's going to be reels nearly every fucking day,
Yeah, we basically posted that and then didn't post anything else after that, did we? So, did anyone come on off this one, even though that we didn't post?
Yeah. I think it's you have them all written down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people.
Cool. All right. So we put an offer out. Didn't post any content and 7 people signed up. How about we just keep posting content this time?
Yeah, well, maybe that's a good idea.
Sweet. All right. So when it comes to this one, obviously when we ran the Black Friday one, it's around a certain topic. When we ran this one, it's getting people in early to start in January. There's a big solid reason for it. The one that you run at the end of this month, there's not going to be an overarching topic. Do you know what I mean? It's not an event or a time of year, that sort of thing. I would just do a solid, I'm looking for 5 guys that want to do X, Y, and Z within the next 90 days.
Yeah.
Do you know what
I mean? Yeah, I'll go with that then. And then at the time as well, it depends, but I might lead into it a little bit on my stories the week before. And then just blank them and then obviously repost it.
Yeah. And as with anyone, 5 days after posting it, just say a few spaces are gone, chuck it back up. Do you know what I mean? A little bit more scarcity. Keep counting down on the stories every time somebody signs up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Inside the DMs, let somebody know, listen, there's 1 space left. Are you interested in jumping on a call? Blah, blah, blah. Just push the FOMO and scarcity as hard as possible with it.
Yeah, 100%. And I think there will be people jumping on as well. And I think I don't see like loads of coaches doing it anymore these days. But I think putting up when people when people join, if they're okay with their name and put up and stuff, like I think it's good. I think it's really good because it just adds to that FOMO. Do you know what I mean?
People want things that everybody else has.
Yeah.
So like the iPhone's not better than a Samsung Galaxy, but everyone's got an iPhone, so everyone keeps buying fucking iPhones. it just has that like, well, if somebody else is willing to invest in this, that already has like a little seal of approval on it.
Yeah, 100%. And
Sorry.
give you a funny story. That's exactly why I have an iPhone. I used to be an Android geek back in the day. I used to be like fucking, I used to be doing all them mad fucking hacks with them, all you could do mad customization on the Samsung. I used to have all the top Galaxies, and then I think I got to like 15, 16. I was just like, for fuck's sake, I'm the only one with a Samsung now. I was like, happy to get an iPhone. I've never had a Samsung since.
Unfortunately, it's just a fucking materialistic world. Like, remember on our sales call, I said, give me 1 to 3 reasons why you wouldn't move forward, and you were like, because you've only got 200 followers, and I can't think of anything else. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, even though you couldn't think of anything else, it's still a solid reason, because it's like, if you had 20,000 followers, Ryan, and you were working with 150 fitness coaches, I'd probably just sign it right now. But it's like, I'm having to take a risk because there's only fucking 10 of the fuckers. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, 100%. The social proof makes a big difference with it. But just run a blunt post style thing. Keep it simple. Run the FOMO and scarcity through it. And then just have the countdowns coming through as well. That's it.
Yeah, and between now and then as well, I'm going to be having with bare minimum one social proof, one, not fucking up and crazy, but one decent before and after every week as well. So, yeah.
Don't be scared to reuse the best ones.
Yeah, I'm thinking some of them might be reused, but I have 2 like newer-ish ones that I haven't posted yet, and then I think I might do like one of the new ones, a good album, then one of the new ones, then a good album towards the back end of the month, and then I'll come in with that offer.
If you want to kind of like take it up a level in terms of like the best ones to post, try and post ones that are 4, 5, 6, 12-month transformations, not 30-day, 60-day ones. Because everyone that's going to sign up in the end of January on this promo, they're long-term thinking people. They're happy to get this sorted now at the beginning of the year and come to their summer holiday in shape and know that for a guarantee. When you get to March, April, I would be posting like 60-day transformations, because you got all the fucking morons that already go Ibiza that just want to get shredded in 60 days.
And I'll probably have as well, I'll probably have them, a decent chunk of them from the people that were in kind of like when January came to start of February to that point, if you get me.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, I think a lot of people that kind of come in January, obviously you'll always have the few who are just absolute fucking handicaps, I think anyways, but people are ready to
handicaps.
Yeah, that's, like, I don't know, sometimes when I take a client on and I at least think you do everything normal, I think I do everything right on my side, and I just don't do anything, and I'm checking in with them, I'm saying what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm just like, they're the handicaps.
If people's expectations are they think it's easier than it turns out to be, they just mentally check out sometimes. Do you know what I mean? And there's nothing you can do about that, because that's going to be 20% of people that you take on always.
Yeah, and I think I think I've been like that, even if I'm to be fully honest with myself, in the past, where
you're handicapped. You're the handicapped.
Now, not to the same extent of like doing nothing, but I mean, for my own kind of standard, I remember even in the past with like business things I've invested in, even probably with yourself at times, but well, no, it was different when it's coming on board with yourself. I knew what the story was, but the previous one to that, like coming in on board with the agency, like, because and it was like a good, decent size investment as well. In some ways, I think, and maybe I fell into this a little bit, people think like when you make the investment, whether it's a business in the fitness, it's like, well, the result is just going to come. You know what I mean? I've done my part now. I paid the money.
It is though, so it's like the more promises you make, the easier it is to sell somebody into a program, but the harder it is to keep them.
Yeah.
So like I try and make a super conscious decision not to make any promises to you and be like, well, let's just see how it goes. Because then I know if you come in and we take on like one client or we do, anything at all, you're like, oh, well, this is a success. But if I'm like, oh, by the way, Martin, you're going to achieve these mad things within the first 12 weeks and X, Y, and Z. And let's say like we fall like 10% short of that, it's still a mad success. Like it's not what you expected though. You're still disappointed. So it's just about finding that balance to being like, yes, we can help you, but like, I'm not promising you the world because that pisses everyone off. But you're still going to get people come in, and I do in the mastermind as well. I haven't had any one-to-one clients yet do this, but they come in, that's it, I think it's done. They don't watch the modules, they don't fucking turn to the live calls, and it's like, paying 97 quid a month just isn't going to like build your business. Like you have to implement the things, do the things I'm asking you to fucking do. So, yeah. Don't worry, mate. This industry isn't just like exempt from it as well. And I deal with business owners. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you'd think that everyone would be on it, and they're not.
And but fucking feeling good about going forward. I'm fucking feeling good about the next few months, to be honest with you.
Cool.
I think it's going to go really well.
You have a lead generation system that is hyper fucking scalable. Content, that's free.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like you just keep cracking your whip with the content thing. Keep making these videos better and better. I mean, I've seen the second video is getting more views than the first video.
I haven't looked at the views yet, but
and to me, you'd expect the first one too, because you're getting people to comment on that, and that has like 23 leads commenting on that or whatever it is. So, if you look at the ones that you're doing before that were half-assed, they're only like 5k views. This one's nearly 8k, that one's over 8k. So just keep.
I don't know if this plays a role, but I have this thing in my head as well that I'm also coming off the back of not posting for a couple of weeks as well. So like I just believe the way Instagram works is like engaging to be a little shot to a little bit.
It'll reward you for being consistent with it. Yeah, 100%.
That's what it means. So once the system's in place and it's coming out, not only will people still be viewing the content, but I think in general the engagement will creep back up as well.
Yeah.
And if I can get it to where all the reels coming out, which is more than achievable, I think, where all, if not the vast majority of reels that are coming out are like above 10k views every time, then it's like that's more than enough.
I mean, the way I look at it, because obviously we just built our business from fucking paid media, is like if you can get what we got, but without spending the money that we were spending, it's fucking game over. It's done. Because let's say that you can get your reels to start bringing you in 100 followers per day. That's saving you 100 quid a day. That's saving you $3,000 a month.
Yeah.
And that $3,000 a month really should bring you in, if we do 1%, 30 clients a month.
Yeah.
3,000 new followers a month, 1% converts. It's 30 new clients a month. Times it by 250. 7.5 cash collect, I think it is. That's what I'm going to be wildly off, isn't it? 250 x 30. Spot on the money. 7.5 grand cash collected with, that's just taking monthlies, and for a fact 10 to 20% are going to be paid in fulls, and you're going to contract a bunch on the back end. So
yeah,
just keep putting it out. That's what you want to get to. You just want to get to a point where all these people are coming in. Once you get to a point where you're like, right, I am getting 50, 100 new followers per day, we should just set up a fucking retargeting ad. Simple, blunt post, like, if you're interested, drop me this message, because you're going to get to a point where if you start to get more than 100 new followers a day, you're not going to be able to message everyone.